part one to the outer world. We already did the other half of the mission to get here. We're starting off. We're about to fly off in the ship and taking already along with us. All right.
Yes! I mean, thanks. You won't regret this, mister. Captain. I can call you Captain now. Ha! I got a captain.
Let's go, Lieutenant.
Well, I certainly am looking forward to flying on a ship named the Unreliable. I'll just head upstairs and claim a room.
You shall.
I could spend hours reflecting on the secret workings of the universe. Little else in this colony offers such a relaxing pastime. So, tell me what's on your mind. I excel at confessional listening. Nothing too out of the ordinary. Just your run-of-the-mill vicar with a violently enthusiastic disposition. That's what my parents called it. I grew up in a pit of a town, much like Edgewater. I was destined to be a laborer like my parents, but I was infected early with a need to solve the equation. My passion didn't sit well with them. My parents, ironically. They internalized the precepts of scientism like no one I've ever known. They had a pure faith, a faith that brought joy to them regardless of the situation. I envied that. I wanted that peace. I thought if I became a vicar, I could find it. Or at the very least, find out why I lacked it. I've been thinking on that. There's a former infamous philosopher scholar who fled Terra 2 some years ago. He's an expert on Bakonu. He's also who told me of the journal's presence in Emerald Vale. If anyone in this colony could translate that book, it would be him. That's a good question. We should start on the Groundbreaker. It's where I'd go if I wanted to get off Terra 2. Great place to pick up a ride to Hephaestus, Scylla, even Monarch. All I need is access to a data cartridge from the security terminal. Their easily hackable system keeps a registry of all crew manifests for both arrivals and departures. Before I transferred to Edgewater, I had a wealth of time to develop certain, secular skills during my years serving a particular penitentiary flock. I meditated, led sermons, provided guidance to the inmates as needed, of course. I also played prison yard tossball and taught myself a bit about computronic security systems. Thank
Finally go. Let's go.
Captain, I have detected that Edgewater's power supply is now optimal. I applaud your willingness to... What can I do for you, Captain? Do you know how to install a power regulator?
Of course I do. I'm a dumb... I'm an
Outstanding,
engineer.
Captain. Your aptitude for engineering will prove invaluable in the event of another catastrophic engine failure. Our engine room is located behind you. Across the cargo bay, up the ladders.
On the ladder. Really can't jump and climb a ladder, bro. Literally, even I could do that in real life. You take 18 shots to the head when you can't climb a ladder by jumping up. Wow, that's amazing. The future, folks.
Easy.
Can't transfer stuff back? Bro, this ain't no Fallout.
What can I do for you, Captain? All systems are operating within acceptable parameters. I am prepared to bring the unreliable into low-altitude orbit. This should prove an adequate test of our flight capabilities. We have received a communication request from Dr. Phineas Wells. Based on my initial calculations of Dr. Wells's personality, that seems highly unlikely.
Aha, there you are. Hale and hearty, and captain of your own ship. I see you're putting the unreliable to good use. Shame about her former captain. Horrible way to die. How are you feeling, by the way? I lost track of you in that cave back there. Experiencing any, unnatural drippage? Perfectly normal side effect of thawing, I assure you.
Huh. Get to the point.
What you saw in Emerald Vale is happening all across the colony. Food shortages, lack of supplies, and basic necessities. We're dying. The chairman, the minister, and all their lackeys on the board are to blame. The Hope has some of the brightest minds Earth ever sent us. If we can revive the Hope's colonists, they can help us undo the board's mistakes. They can help us set things right. You need to get to Stellar Bay on Monarch. I have contacts there. They'll help me, help us, find the chemicals to revive your fellow colonists. Gladys Culkelly, lovely woman, runs a cozy little black marketing outfit on the Groundbreaker. She can get you a nav key to land on Stellar Bay. Excellent. I'll send her a wireless. Let her know you're coming. By the way, I gave Captain Hawthorne a disguise apparatus of my own design, cutting-edge technology, years ahead of its time. I call it the Holographic Shroud. I'm sure it will prove remarkably useful to you. You'll find it in the captain's quarters.
Okay.
Excellent. I'll contact you once you've found a way to get to Stellar Bay. If you have any questions, come see me in my lab. And remember, don't trust the board. They'll try to win you over with promises of wealth and power, but it's a lie. The board's only interested in filling their own pockets. If we don't put a stop to them, they're going to run this colony to the ground.
Transmission ended. If you are ready to depart, please select a destination on your...
Yep, got it. Say no more. Hey, where was I? What was that? It's on Terra 2.
The ground... Breaker has approved our request for docking, Captain. You're free to disembark.
Can we talk?
About what? What do you need?
Hey, Captain. I heard that Groundbreaker's got a real good engineer. A lady named Junlei Tennyson.
A lady? Oh, that sounds nice.
I was thinking that maybe I ought to meet her. If you got time to swing us by, I mean. I don't got much experience fixing actual spaceships. I bet you a can of Borston beans she could teach me all manner of stuff. I abso-surely can. I'm a passing fair mechanic. Even Mr. Thompson would have said it's my only skill.
Okay.
But I'm used to working on cannery lines, AG loaders and the like. There's tricks about ships I ain't learned yet.
She like to lie.
All I'm looking for is a few pointers. I bet a lady who runs a whole station has forgot more than I ever learned.
Okay.
Thanks, Captain. I'll be sure to make it worth your time. Did you want to talk about something else?
I didn't even plan on bringing you with me, but I might as well at this point.
You want me to leave? Captain, you can't mean it. Oh, that's a relief. Thanks, Captain, for letting me stick around.
I'm gonna kick your ass off my ship.
Sometime.
Let's go. Let's go. Ooh, Vicar Max. This man's reading a Bible, bro. You're not fighting. You are too encumbered to move alone. Like, shut up, game. I can have both. Yes, sir. Let's go. Say less.
Smells like grease and unwashed bodies.
Hard bottom
Just as I remembered.
With the plaid blue shirt. Yo, my boy looking clean with it. You a whole nother story. Let's go.
That's not the point. This hat would just not.
You learn to keep your eyes to yourself in my job, no?
Careful where you... Yeah, I've done work for Sublight. Need to pay the bills.
That's quite the impressive list of infractions.
I wonder what that fella...
Customs and inspection, right this way.
Come on, nerds.
Identification, please. Captain Hawthorne, you said. Let me apologize in advance. I'm about to ruin your day. According to your ship's record, you've been flagged by the board. Your ship will be impounded until such a time as they see fit to lift it.
But we've hardly been out of Edgewater long enough to get in trouble.
Well, isn't this wonderful? The captain's done something to get on the board's bad side.
Yo, shut up, Vicar.
Now, hold on. This isn't the end of the world. Probably. You'll want to take it up with Udom Bedford, our board representative here on Groundbreaker. His office is located along the starboard wall of the promenade. Shines like a Byzantium commode. Can't miss it. Access to that information is above my pay grade, and I've turned down 3 promotions, so it stays that way. I shouldn't be mentioning it, but what the hell? This here, impounding your ship, it doesn't happen much. The board knows we don't take kindly to their interfering in our operations. If I had to take a guess as to why, you must have riled up someone important. You take the starch out of them, well, you won't hear any complaints from me. Oh, and if you're headed that way, would you mind doing me a favor? Wanda Dorset over in sickbay, tell her the shipment's not in yet. It's not coming in anytime soon, and if she'd be so obliged to get off my ass about it. Much appreciated. Is there anything else I can help you with? The fence. You'll find her in the rest and go, on your left when you enter the promenade. Make sure... You noticed, huh? What can I say? We're passionate folks, and the board can't abide that independent spirit, especially not when it might impact their... All their interstellar freighters come through us, and we skim a few bits. Folks around here will bluster that the board hates our... Sounds like, yeah. But from where they got assault cruisers, gunships, and a... We push them too hard, maybe they decide we'd be better in 10 trillion little pieces.
The board wouldn't do that.
The board is necessary to provide order to the colony. They believe it's their prerogative to overrun you. But whether you allow...
It's a tough line to walk, no doubt about that. But we make do all right. So far, anyway. Sure thing. Be seeing you.
Finally, talk my oh, you have food? A grenade launcher? How much it weigh? Yes, I'm about to go. machine gun.
This is it.
We're in
Security.
disguise? Y'all
I can check the
disguise us? Oh, first off, we can disguise
departures registry to find out which crew the scholar shipped in and out with.
No one lives on...
I find myself marveling at the complex simplicity of the Fibonacci spiral. I'm something Yes, well, now that we're here, can we check in with security? I'd like to track down that scholar.
Modify the rifle. Extendo sight. Is that all? I don't care about that pistol. Let's see where my other weapons are. Tinker. Let's make these. This weapon most definitely. Wait a damn minute. The gyro on the site, is that where the gyro site is? It's an iron. Oh.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story. The board would like to inform spacers and other travelers that passage to Monarch is restricted for your protection. Canyons of acid and sulfur rain are the least of the horrors plaguing the surface of Monarch. Anarchists live as one with the animals, lawless, savage, and unemployed. The board's embargo ensures that nothing can leave the planet and threaten our hard-working citizens. This has been Halcyon News, your only source for news in the Halcyon colony.
We moved cargo 16 hours a day, and capitalists can't afford a bed.
Exactly what I needed. Okay.
Hey,
Maybe we should talk to that guy.
Try not to be distracted by the glare of the adverts. Lots of unsavory types about.
Rizzo's mock apple cider. A hard cider for a hard life.
Ooh, can we rent an upstairs room?
How do you do? And welcome to the Rest and Go. We used to be the Go and Rest.
Hold up. So we're Shorty at? Where's Shorty at? She right trying to run the room? Oh, say less.
Hot day, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Of course. Most of our supplies come and go through merchants. Company ships and salvage runs are the only traffic we tend to get. I try and steer clear of that creepy fellow in the moon mask. If there's a cost to being a company man, he paid it in spades. Oh, you can't miss her. Right behind you, number 2. First unit on the left, or second unit from the right, depending on which direction you count from. Oh, you can't.
Trying to run a room with Shorty. Fuck you, me, Milo. Trying to run a room. What the fuck, Vicar?
Okay.
Not you, Shorty.
Bless my heart. A stranger come knocking on a poor old woman's door. You here for a particular reason? Or did the neighbors tell you how good my sugar cookies are? Made without a single natural ingredient, or an oven. Just like store-bought. Those have been the height of illegality since Stellar Bay turned their noses up at the board. You and I could be thrown to the void just for discussing such a transaction. Lucky for us, Groundbreaker's a free port. We're outside of the board's control. For the time being, at least. Now, I only have the one nav key. And they're hard to come by these days. It won't be cheap. If you find yourself lacking in the bits, I might have an opportunity you'd be interested in.
$10,000 bits? Oh, nah, she tripping, bro. I ain't got that type of bread on me. Count. Buddy, I am broke.
You've certainly been blessed with an abundance of sass, haven't you? But it's your interstellar currency I'm interested in. No.
Yo. Dang, I'm trying to finesse my way out of pain.
Phineas, that old kook. He was quite the dancer back in his prime, did he tell you? Real light on his feet. Real light on the wallet, too. He still owes me a small fortune. Laws. Maybe I should charge you.
Bruh,
well, I find I'm in need of a ship captain with a little moral flexibility. Might be this could help out the Groundbreaker, as well as earn some bits.
What you mean?
But if you've got qualms... Do you know Edna, over in engineering? Sweet as a pea, that one. On occasion, she'll pass along transmissions I might find interesting. She sent me a recording of a distress signal she'd scraped from the Groundbreaker's comm array. Curious thing is, it came from an outpost called Roseway. And Auntie Cleo abandoned that place years ago. You've got an ear for intrigue and a nose for bits. I like that. Here's a copy of the SOS recording, complete with the coordinates. If you should find a secret worth selling, might be I could find a buyer. Corporate bigwigs will pay top bit for inside information on... The more we got the corps fighting each other, the less time they got... Don't forget to come find old Gladys when you're done. Might want to acquaint yourself with Junlei Tennyson, Groundbreaker's chief. You'll find her fretting in engineering. I'd say she's a sweet girl, but... Yeah.
Is that an achievement or something?
Oh, I'm sorry. Was this your room? I'll just move along. Wait, this is almost certainly my room. That's my underwear on the floor.
Live in a future without flashlights. That's amazing. Great fact to know.
This is Halcyon.
I'm not going anywhere, you hear?
I'm not reading all that.
Go back to Byzantium, you gold-plated bastards.
Something about being in
Yeah,
space.
no one wants
gives me
you
the
on.
Ooh, a perk. Perky. Thicker mag. Leveled up. He's a hacker. Ooh, 10 dialogue skill. I kind of like that. All skills plus 5. Southeastern.